to Unsigned 518. I'm here with Fox and Shy of Zoo Green 6. How's it going?
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? What's going on?
We were talking like a little bit, and I said how I don't really do research, but I have checked out the socials, and I do know that there's music and wrestling, and it's more than just like kind of one thing. I just want to begin the conversation with, I guess, the music side of things, and then we'll just see where it goes. So the band is just the two of you, correct?
Just the two, yeah. I mean, sometimes when we play live, we have fill-ins, but sometimes they can't get things right.
So you do, Fox, your vocals and
vocals, guitar. If there's a keyboard part, other guitar. The next guitar, bass, anything that's not a drum.
And then Shy, you do all the...
I'm doing the drums, the backup vocal, some of the main vocal, but mostly I handle the drums and the beat and laying down like that.
And how long have you been, how long has the band been in existence?
This band in particular, with me and him, 4 years, right after COVID, or during, whatever
we started during COVID.
But we've been in bands together since 2003.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Zoo Green 6, the name it came from was from my best friend Andrew passed away. We made it up in high school because he was playing bass and I wanted to make music. And I'm like, hey, I just rap. I want to play something. And I was like, hey, let's do stuff together. Let's be Zoo Green 6. And he was like, what the hell's that? I said, I don't know. Sounds cool. It's 2002. Let's rock. Yeah. And then Shaq would come over and play some stuff, or we just messing around making silly songs when you're 18, 17.
Right.
And then we had a band called Third Day Risen in 2003. We played everywhere, locally in Albany.
Troy,
Valentine,
Saratoga Winners.
Winners, the Hudson Duster, Northern Lights. We played all that shit back in the day.
Yeah.
And then did nothing. I've been wrestling, and then I started making some jams with my little cousin who was 13 years old and stuff. So I was like, yo, this riff sounds pretty cool. And then I messaged him with it, and I was like, hey, we could make some wrestling songs and try to sell it because I wrestle. And I was like, what do you think? And then he's like, yo, let's try it. So I ordered an electric drum set overnight.
Right.
And the next day we started working on stuff, and then slowly progressed from trying stuff to because I wasn't a guitar player at all. I was just I can play some stuff because I mimicked my friend's stuff. Or I learned our old band songs. Hey, we might need a rhythm. I can I only play power chords. So if you're someone out there listening, I want to only play power chords, you can do it. It'll happen.
Yeah, that's the best way to
do
do it.
All I play is power chords, really. And then we were doing everything, and I was like, yo, it sounds all right. And then I printed out a sheet that had every note on the neck and hung it around my apartment where we jamming, right? So whenever I walk around playing, I can look at it and be like, oh, maybe I can go here. And then after eventually sinking into what we are, I'm like, oh, I can add a lead. I'm starting to get pretty good. So I started to get pretty good over the last 4 years of doing stuff. But I'd rather just rhyme because we do rap, rock. We will do every production value you can. Anything that can make it sound amazing. If we got to mute something out so it's we're
gonna do it.
The underwater sounds?
I bought myself a $500 vocal pedal because I can't really sing that well. But with that vocal pedal, I can kind of hit the auto-tune on there.
I also have a vocal pedal that does the fifths and the thirds and harmonies.
Does all.
Yes,
yeah.
Sir.
And I was like,
we're gonna make it work.
Yeah.
And I record everything and write everything in my apartment. We called our first demo, our first album, Early Drive, because we both live in the same housing complex. Same road into our place is Early Drive. So yo, call it that. We're here. We write it here. We record it here. You know what I mean?
And
call it that.
I haven't played an acoustic set since COVID.
Yeah,
I'm still on COVID time, y'all.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about the electric drum, because my experience with percussion, I played percussion back in high school in the fucking 80s. I was in the band, but seeing what can be done with electric drums these days
Right.
blows my fucking mind. Like how you can like literally dial in, oh, I want this exact snare
Right.
tuned exactly like this to be here. Like
Right.
has that just opened up a ton of shit for you?
Because like we have most of our stuff is he plays like he can play any drum anyway, but like hip hop drum, so we can be like, yo, we need this bass to be doom, you know?
And you could change it mid song
right.
and shit.
Change
And
it
when we want to go
mid-song.
play, we actually have some shit where we'll play, and on the bridge he'll click it over, and it's a different set, you know. But playing live, you just pick the set weighs 5 pounds, put it in the back, and we just plug it into the house. You know,
It's so much easier to travel with than plugging in or bringing your
hardware
your
and,
5-piece, your drum
Right, you don't have to worry
rack.
about tuning it.
So I was just like really relieved because I'm like, oh, this is different. And then because I got the whole thing EQ'd, I'm giving the sound guy a real break.
Right, because
And-
he doesn't have to catch
right.
it acoustically
And
through
so-
a mic and shit.
When we do shows, I mean, I get so much love from the sound guys and other bands because they're like, "Yo, you got those things to sound good. How do you do that?"
And is it something like with the electric drums? Is it something that you can have it like a different EQ for different venues and shit? Like, can you set it? And,
Yes, you can.
wow.
You can EQ it to your environment so that if you want a little bit more noise, you can make the change and correction for that based on if you got a small venue or big venue or lots of people or not a lot of people. But it's definitely made.
because the modulator that's on the what the hell is it? An Alias? It was like $500 when I bought it. I was like, I'm overnighting it over here. Let's go. And then
Let's
of course
go.
now you can get it for $300 at Walmart.
Yeah.
So a lot of the gimmick with the band that we started was I can do a rock riff, bam 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 bam. You play awesome drums, and I'm a pretty goddamn good rapper. Let's just put that together, get some sick beats, some rhymes, and a heavy riff, and let's go. So a lot of our things are minimum. Like we use Pro Tools, but it's Pro Tools first because I am paying for it, and we only get 15 tracks to like make all this shit. So we're limited to our
We're
stuff,
gonna make it work.
but we're making it work. I did get a bunch of plugins that I'm like, all right, I'm gonna change the bass, made it awesome. But when I updated my laptop, they disappeared. So I'm like, well that sucks. But a lot of the things that we have done are like, there's people out there who use like a $2,500 drum set, like electric, which will probably be dope. But we're with the minimalist. We kind of want to be the inspiration for how we were when we started, like 17 years old. Like I'm gonna be 40 next summer. Like when we started playing, like, oh man, we were getting stuff from Goodwill, like all these things. We were getting the worst guitars, first act, all this shit. So we kind of want someone who discovers us somewhere, like, hey, these guys are using a $100 Amazon guitar that's garbage and making this quality.
Right.
Like, yeah, there's only 2 of them. It's all about the layers, people. It's about the layers.
It is, yeah.
And like, yeah, so we started doing that. Like, hey, let's just make simple shit. And like I said, I wasn't anything special. Like I was just playing on his stuff. And then we grew and was like, hey, what if we tried doing some piano in this part? What if we tried singing on here? What if we tried this? And then it just, it grew from that of like simplicity, is that the word? To like actually making verse, chorus
Right.
to like, oh, this is a bridge that has like a dynamic change in it.
And plus, it
Right.
frees you from being like. And I've said, how you said you were just fucking around and like grabbing stuff. Like I've always said that's, in my opinion, the way to go, as opposed to learning the structure and how everything is supposed to in theory first. You can learn that later, but I've always said it's just pick a fucking instrument up and just start messing around with it, because that's how you get your own.
You know what I always said
sound.
too? The song will write itself.
Right.
It
Yeah.
ends up doing that all the time anyway. So you're just applying yourself to the song that's already written. It's already done.
Yeah.
You know?
And I mean, if you want to, hone that in and learn some theory later on, but I mean, again,
I ain't learning anything.
perfect. But that's fucking perfect.
Fuck
You know what I
that.
mean? Because that's your shit
I'm a
that
power
you created.
chord Colonel.
Can't nobody touch you on that though.
But
Right.
like, so a lot of times we'll just be jamming around. I'll play on a riff, and he'll play something. I'll be like, yo, da da da. And we've been, like I said, we've been playing together for so long that we kind of just look. We have the look. Yo, breakdown. Oh, we know where to go into. We know the style we're gonna do. If I say yo rap beat, he'll know to switch it from going to like boom pop to like boom.
Right.
You know, break it down.
Yeah.
It always goes with the vocals of how we're going with it. And like, so there's times where we'll just we'll make a song, and then we'll get it completely done. And by completely done, I mean we know where we have one guitar and the drum, and we're going straight through. Like most of our shit is 4 minutes.
Facts.
No, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. We go 4 minutes, you're getting an epic banger, as what we think. You know what I mean? If we can't get you in 3 minutes and you're like, yo, I want to play that again. It wasn't enough. You know what I mean? So we'll record the drums, and then he'll bounce, and it's just, I'll sit at home, and I'm like, all right, what could I do? I'll record the first guitar down that we wrote the song with, throw on the second one, and then I'm like, oh, maybe there's a lead here. Maybe there's this. Let me put the bass in. Maybe the bass needs a zoom.
So you like open it up as you're listening to it.
Yeah, it's not, only thing that's written is that one riff and how we play the chorus and maybe a bridge. We have the same formula: intro, verse, chorus, in Linkin Park style. Because all my shit's like Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit, ICP. I mean, like, that's my groups that I liked. And so we make that, and then I'll go into the writing process where it's like, hey, I added this in there, and he doesn't even know what the song sounds like. I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? And then I'll send it to him. Oh, that's dope. And then he'll come in the next time we jam. Hey, what if we tried cutting this out? Or like I'll cut a piece of the bass out, throw on an effect. Then all the production comes in there.
Production starts now.
And you do all the production, the two of you.
The two of us, as in me. Yeah. He just drums. But yeah. Like I am doing everything as far as the mixing, the trying to like, hey, what if the guitar like drowns out here? Or I'll clip his drums out and be like, hey, are you okay with me clipping this little fill you have and putting an effect on it?
And is that something that you learned on your own, or is that like because the production side of shit is
pretty much
difficult, you know?
Like he'll ask me, should I turn this guitar down? Should I keep the drum here? So we kind of just bounce off each other, like learn, okay, what's gonna take this song to the next level? If I gotta be quiet here, I'll do it for the overall of the song to make the song. Or if he has to back off somewhere and let like a drum shine or a bass note shine, then we'll do that, because it's all about producing the best song
for the song. Yeah, because like we've always said, we have a giant whiteboard in my apartment that we have listed album, live, and then live with just me and him playing. Like we have a set of songs that me and him could just go and play just guitar and bass, or guitar and drums and vocals, and it'd be good.
Right.
Then we have one where, hey, we need to grab our buddies who play guitar, play bass, and jump in
As a full band.
Yeah, and then we have ones that are going to be like, oh, this is just an album song because we are never playing this live. It's too much shit. Like I need a keyboard, I need this, I need a
But that's great
harmonica.
to have that versatility, Like,
and
Yes,
I feel like I said earlier, was the inspiration of, oh, they're like a limited band, and they're doing all of this.
right.
Because it opens up the creativity. You know what I mean? Like, so when we're jamming and playing, he'll just play something and I'll jump on it, and then at the same time I'm writing to what he's playing, but he's writing to what I'm playing. So we're just, hey, if this sounds good, we're going. And then we'll go and, hey, let's cut this out, let's do this. Hey, what if we throw a vocal on this? What if a lot of our things, first when I got the shitty guitar and had a whammy bar. I said, all right, we're going to have riffs, rhymes, and a whammy bar, because like that's going to make it sound dope. So a lot of our songs you will hear, like in a rap song, you hear like a tag, like Mike Will made it. They have their tag.
Right.
So a lot of our songs, when it goes into like a heavy part, I just do a slide on the high E, and you hear, and it brings everything
That
in, because
signature.
oh, shit's going to happen right now. And I like, fuck it, let's leave it in. Like we do turntables on the strings, because I don't have them yet, but a little bit of gimmick on top, and it sounds pretty good. We'll beatbox on it, put up.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Morello basically made his whole fucking career out of making it sound like anything but a guitar.
And what's funny is I didn't even know that until someone brought up to me. I was like, oh, I'm just doing it because I'm limited. Yeah, I'm like, I'm just limited. Like I'm taking, I got keys and locks and stuff that I'm doing bass slides with and or guitar slides. I'm like, what's gonna sound cool here that we can, like Paul Heyman, for any of the wrestling fans out there, for ECW when they were doing shitty because they can't compete with WWF's production. Accentuate the positive, hide the negative.
Right.
What's the negative in the band? We don't have a full band of things.
Nope.
What's the positive? Oh, well, I'm pretty open and creative. He's pretty open and creative.
And we're fucking good.
Yeah. What if we put this bottle slide in here? Why? I don't know. It sounds cool. Like, we have a song, we'll play it later, called The Window. And it was just a song that we made by accident. Kind of like, I just hit like a key or a note, or whatever you musicians call it. Fucking din, din. And then I was like, yo, I'm going to throw the auto on, and I'm just going to try to sing this shit. And then the second verse is completely different from the rest of the song. It's like a heavy rap. Dun, dun, dun. And it's like, what the hell? And then it goes to being super poppy. And then I put a solo in there, and I'm like, I don't solo. I don't put leads in.
Oh, we about to do that, though.
And then we mix it, and it sounds good. It's all poppy, and like, I want to, like, it's goofy, but it's like a song that you're like, oh, this has it comes in heavy. It's boppy. Because we have to play everything with a bop. You know
it's a serious song.
Yeah, like a lot of the songs are about heartbreak
gimmick.
and love, but it's just how we're doing it. Like, it's called Window. And I wrote like the hook like 12 years ago, and I was like, oh, this will sound good, because we've written songs for our bands that we have probably 800 songs throughout 20 years, you know what I'm saying, of things that, but no one's heard them, because we've always been in bands with people that weren't as serious, or stuff that happened in life. So it's like, well, no one's heard it. Why would I waste that creativity on that? You know what I mean? So we put some stuff out, and then like, we were going to call it Amy's Window, because one of the lines is Chasing Amy, Kevin Smith movie. And the whole premise, the whole speech, I'm like, oh, like, you're trying to find a good girl, but you fucked it up, and now you're chasing Amy. So I was like,
what everyone else.
So the working title of that song was Amy. Working title. I also act. So working title for movies and stuff. They have like, so it was Amy's Window. So I was like, Amy's Window's too much. The Window. Boom. Because it's kind of like John Cusack. I'm holding a boombox out your window. And then we just put everything in, and it. Every time I listen to him, like, I send him, so I'm like, yo, we made that, dude. Because it's like, oh shit, we made that. Like, it's cool to me, you know.
Well, I think we should probably hear a song.
This is Zoo Green 6 called The Window.
All right, let's check out Window, and then we'll be right back to talk some more with Fox and Shy of Zoo Green 6.
You're saying that I'm lazy, but I've been chasing Amy, running in these circles I made a whirlwind. This storm is getting crazy, time is ticking, baby. The candle's burning and you and I are gasoline. You call me all the time just to say hello. You text me every night when you're alone, but you don't answer back when I call your phone. I'm holding up my boombox and I'm standing out your window. I'm standing out your window. sick. Why can't I let her go? Is it because this is all I know and I'm sick? I'm sick. Why can't I let her go? Is it because this is all I know and I'm sick? I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick of loving you. Why can't I let her go? Is it because this is all I know and I'm sick? I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick of loving you. You saying that I'm lazy, but I've been chasing Amy, running in these circles and ain't no whirlwind. This storm is getting crazy, time is ticking, baby. The candles burning, you and I, you and I, you and I.
All right, so that was The Window, Zoo Green 6. And, we were saying while the song was playing that, not only do you have music and wrestling, but you've done some acting, and your music's been featured in films. But I guess tell me about the acting side of things, because that's some interesting
so
stuff.
for those listening who do know me, if you're in the 518, you've probably heard of
518?
Firework Fox Vineyard. You've either heard of me around or dated somebody you know or whatever. Swiping and writing it. Swipe right the light. But yeah, so like I've acted in some shit, and we have some small films, Amazon Prime. You can find Modern Love episode 2, season 4. Reverse that, season 2, episode 4.
Tell 'em.
I'm in a bunch of scenes, but you can only see me in a few. I have a SAG credit though, SAG voucher for a Apple TV show called Severance. I was in a scene with Adam Scott. You may have known him from such things
Ben
as
Wyatt.
Boy Meets World as Griff. Yeah.
Tell him.
Ben Wyatt on Parks and Rec
Tell him.
and all that stuff. But like we did a couple years ago, I did a short film called Pizza Face Kill Livery. And it's on YouTube. There's a lot of Pizza Face on YouTube, but if you search Pizza Face Kill
Check
Livery,
that one out.
You'll find it. It's like 13 minutes long.
Awesome soundtrack.
So yeah, as I got that role, because they really liked my little audition, I just went into my Hulk Hogan type of voice.
Yeah, brother.
So, as one of my gimmicks to do is like, hey, if I'm going to be in your movie or your show or whatever, I've also been in some music videos. Chris Webby, shout out. I'm always like, hey, my band can make some tunes if you need something. So the particular movie, Pizza Face, was so it's about this kid who really likes this girl, and I'm the asshole boyfriend. And so like I kind of punk him out, and then the kid ends up delivering a pizza to a witch, and he steals her book and like puts a spell on me and turns me into a pizza guy. So I'm like this demon pizza where they had like a cool thing. It kind of looks like Pizza the Hut, but the gimmick they had, like my jaw could actually move the pizza face guy. And it was like a legit like thing.
Covered in cheese.
Yeah. Like we filmed it down in Long Island. A lot of the kids who did it were like students at, was that Hofstepper down there? Hot Stepper. What's that song? But, or Hofstra. Is that what it's called down there?
Hofstra,
Long Island,
yeah.
the college. So, and I was like, hey, we could make a theme song and we could do this. And they needed, one of the scenes had the witch doing her spell. And I was like, yo, we could make something. And on the $300 amp I have, shout out to Spider 30.
Yeah.
Fucking Spider.
They have,
we need an update.
They have the synth lead, and I just hit 3 notes. And then I was like, yo, make a beat with it.
I said it needs cowbell.
Put a beat on there. We had all this stuff going.
Yeah.
And then I sent it to him, and then like in the flick, homie's doing the spell, and there's our song in the background. Da, 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 da.
So it's like score and sound
The
design.
score, yeah,
kinda
yeah.
all in
And
one.
then I was like, so we just started messing around with a pop, like a 3-chord riff. Da, 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 da. I was like, yo, we need a breakdown at the end. Let's have it be like a metal breakdown, but put a cowbell in there.
Yeah.
And we'll just do weird vocals. So like, we made a song, and I sent it to the director of the movie, and I was like, hey man, what do you think
What do
about
you think?
this?
What you think?
And he's like, yo, this is amazing. I love it. And he'll send me some money, added my money to what he was paying me for the thing. And then I got a IMDb composer credit. So add that to the IMDb. And so it's the intro of the movie, and then at the end, it plays in the credits. And then while I was on set, and they're filming, I had the iPhone going, and I'm just filming everybody. And as I had time to sit around, I edit it. So there is a music video. If you type in Zoo Green 6 Pizza Face, you'll see a music video. It's fun. It's goofy. It's silly. It's whatever. But yeah, so we get like that. And we also have, I did another independent film called My Own Worst Enemy. It's hard to find on YouTube because everything that comes up with that title, My Worst Enemy.
the lit song.
Yeah, you're going to
it's a band. It's a lot of
But like,
things.
we made the
Facts.
song for that, and that's just a riff. Omega, because I played.
Omega Man.
Yeah, so like the gimmick was in the movie was the writer of a comic book is about to get fired, but he takes a pill and drinks at the same time, so he goes into like this weird dream where his creation, me, came to life, trying to help him thing. So we made the song and it was like hell, and put it in the credits. So there's our name, and they both won like an award for like their nothing like not like an Oscar or anything, but it's still an award, cool thing.
But that's cooler shit. Like to me, 'cause,
Yeah.
like I'm a low budget horror guy. Like I
Right.
love
Oh,
low
you
budget
love
horror
this.
movies and shit. And like
Yeah, this
I
is
would
like
way rather like
this is
be like,
below
what? You
that.
made a 17-minute movie that like
Right.
won awards? That's fucking amazing.
and it's
Then,
even
like,
below a low budget.
That's great.
Below
I
a
fucking
low
love
budget. And like, but it was cool to be like give our input, and it made us feel good when we're like, because I always go through a thing. We were talking about on the way here, like, yo, man, we have done nothing. I always do that for wrestling too. Like, yeah, I haven't done anything, man.
Ain't done nothing.
It's been
yet.
15 years, I haven't done anything. But then you realize when you make your list of things you have done,
Right.
you're like, oh shit. So I
Damn.
can be like Zoo Green 6. There's 2 of us. We've edited, produced, wrote, record, re-record it, done, and we got our shit in movies. We got our songs out. We've played shows. And as a wrestler, I'm going to be in a video game. Shout out to the Wrestle Code.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
tell me more about that.
Same thing. I'm like, hey, brother,
What do you need?
do you need some songs? And he was like, yeah,
I got you.
I would love some. So
Got
he's
you
like,
covered.
what do you got? So we sent him some stuff. He's like, yo, I love this. So it's going to be in the, when you're going through like the screen and stuff, it'll be in the game.
Yep.
And so now as 2 dudes who make songs in an apartment, we got our songs going to be in a video game. So like you can do stuff, and still be like, oh shit, like we actually are doing stuff, even if you're not like winning an Oscar or Emmy or whatever they're called.
Facts.
But it is just the art of doing it is
Right.
an art in itself.
Yeah.
Like you can sit around and say, "Damn, I wish I could make songs," or you could,
Or you could do it.
Make songs.
like with
And
what
just
you
do it.
fucking have
Right.
available,
Right.
And then that rolls into something else,
Right.
Like
You start growing. After
start
time,
growing.
You put
You-
time and you start growing.
correct, yeah. And I mean, like my band started as 2 dudes with 2 acoustic guitars. And now we're a 5-piece recording a fucking punk album. And like, we've done videos.
Shout
and
out to punk
played
rock.
like 40-something gigs with like
Yeah.
70 other bands. And like,
Woo.
5 years ago, we were just 2 ding-dongs sitting in the corner of a fucking brewery playing like
Right.
Tom Petty songs.
And that's kind of like what we were thinking
gotta
on the
do
way
it.
for like 25. I was like, yo, what can we do? Like everyone has their new year, new me type of blah blah blah. But I'm like, we spent 4 years writing songs, re-recording songs. We played 2 shows this year because, like I said, to get a show and figure it out, to get people to come in to learn the songs, and then
Takes a little bit of time.
yeah, even though that we play, like I said, like we have just a riff going and some rhyme, all the little nuances that are in the songs are kind of difficult.
Right.
Like my one bass player that we grew up playing with, he was like, "You guys are doing too much in the song," and I'm like,
Hey.
I don't know if it's too much, but too much maybe. I doubt is not I don't think we are. but we have changes because we keep all the songs interesting, and I want them to be hyped up. But then there are little things where like maybe the bass, instead of going do 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 do, it's going do 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 do, a bass line to lead into stuff, and like.
But that's important to the
We
song.
kind of use the same premises for every song, but we add a little something else so it doesn't sound the same, and we do a lot of chopping, repackage, and but you'll not. If you really listen to our stuff, you'll notice. But if you don't, you won't even notice it.
Right, like one of the
That's how beautiful it is.
One of the secrets we'll drop is
Hey.
a lot of our songs you'll hear like a verse going with just a guitar going bam bam, and like the drums are just killing it, and the guitars are dun 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 dun, because it's like, what can I do live and still rhyme?
Right.
And because rhyming and
still
playing is
play
very
guitar
hard to do.
and still play guitar. Yeah.
So a lot of the shit we'll have a bump 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 bump, something simple, but I'll let the bass go and like carry it. But like a lot of it's just drum. But then when the hook comes in, you know, it's a strum chord and we can do some shit over it, and there's like whatever. But like, so it's all there to keep it simple,
stupid.
Yeah, keep it simple, stupid. The KISS method, man.
Yeah.
And then like so like we'll have bass drops and stuff that, to me, because I love dubstep bass drops, you know, the drop.
yeah.
Right? So like, how can we do this live? Oh, just put a little bass slide in it and turn the electric drum on a boom, you know, or whatever we gotta do. Like we have the snares that have the reverb on it, and
some don't. We drop the kick and turn up the tom. I can put the stadium tom on. See, this is the shit you can get into if you get an electric. Don't fall for those punks who just want to play acoustic. Expand your horizons, drummers. Please. You'll come back to this interview and you'll say, "Shy, thank you. That you saved my marriage." Yes.
To my drum.
Yes, I save marriages.
So I think we should probably hear another tune. What one do you have this time?
This song is one that's going to be in the game. I've made my entrance to it, and everyone can attest to it. There is a video on YouTube as well.
Check that out.
It's called 10 Toes Down, and it's just exactly what you think it's going to be.
Balls to the ground.
Yeah, it's just
literally.
It's just a fun workout fighting song, and if you like, what do they always compare? Oh, it sounds like a. So if you like Limp Bizkit or Linkin Park, Papa Roach, anything from 2001, like Cargo Shorts Are Going.
Yep.
You're gonna love it. It's just like I said, we have a bop bop and a drum beat. We got bass drops. We got chorus. We got turntable scratching with the strings, and we got rap. So a lot of bands will rap and they'll be like, "Hey, here's the thing. I got a carpet. I want to go to the market." And even that's a heavy bar that somebody probably wouldn't even think to use. They just use star, car, bar. But like when I'm rhyming, I make sure to put limericks in. We have like real structure in the lyrics in the songs, like. So I want people to be like, "Oh, they're just like rhyming elementary." Like, no. They're actually spitting some real shit.
Yeah.
Like I said, all I got is a good rhyme. You know, all I got is a good rhyme over the heavy guitar and a sick drum. And
tell them about your rhyme book.
Yeah, like no, can't let all the secrets out. But
Right.
10 Toes Down. Enjoy it. It's fun. It's hype. It's boo-foo. Enjoy it.
All right, let's listen to 10 Toes Down, Zoo Green 6, and then we'll be right back to wrap it up. right, that was 10 Toes Down, Zoo Green 6. And Fox and Shy, I want to thank you, dude, so much for coming out and doing this. It's been a very cool episode, and I've got a lot of shit to check out between the music, the wrestling, and the movies, and the fucking video games. So I'm going to be busy doing I do my research after I have the guests on.
Thanks for having us here.
But, before we
Definitely.
go, I just wanted to give you guys the chance to say what I refer to as your gratitudes. So, Fox, start with you.
I'm actually just looking at your carpet, and one of the things looked like a clown face right there. I don't know if that's supposed to be.
Pareidoia.
Ooh, what up? Yeah, right there. Look, right by where the shirt is.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like Shaggy. So shout out to the Wicked Clowns.
Hey.
Yeah, you can find Fox Vineyard everywhere. FOXXVINYER. If you like wrestling, you can look at YouTube. I got some AEW, Impact, NWA. So shout out to Billy Corgan and the NWA. If you want to watch me wrestle locally, we got a huge show January 4th in Poughkeepsie. I don't know when this airs, but if it's the main event right there is NWA Tom Latimer versus TNA champion Nick Nemeth, formerly Dolph Ziggler, and then there's the big Rumble. We got a lot of our shows for Dynasty Wrestling is
Check
at
it.
Empire Live,
Nice.
where you can find some music and then wrestling there. You can check out some of the flicks that I've been in on YouTube at Pizza Face Calibri or My Own Worst Enemy. Just type in My Own Worst Enemy student film or something. It probably will come up. And just give a shout out to Shaq for being the drummer who's making me sound good.
Hey.
Shout out to my layers and vocal pedals. Shout out to me for being amazing. Styles 13 trying to rhyme. And everyone else who's like giving the two-piece Zoo Green a chance to like rock and rap and hold boom boxes out people's windows. Shout out to Bumble.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm digging this setup, man. Thank you
Thanks.
for having
Thank
us.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you for sure for having us here because this music has been 20 years in the making. Like, we've been in bands, a lot of different bands over years, breakups, dudes going to jail, things like that happening. So to be able to still be here doing it now, and I'm almost 40, I thank God for that. And just to keep pushing and seeing progress with the songs and progress in life. I just want to say to anybody out there, keep going. If you want to do this music, keep going. Do your thing. You can do it. You got to figure out your own lane and stay in your fucking lane.
Yeah, and if you play guitar or bass or keys or do vocals and are looking for a band,
Come
to join.
join.
Want to
Come join,
Want to
please.
come hang out? Like, that's the beauty of the zoo. The whole gimmick. Zoos have everything.
We
You
got
wanna
all
see,
animals here.
Yeah, you want to see elephants? We have it.
We
You
got
wanna see
that
this?
big
All
dumb giraffe
genres,
in the back.
Got
Hey,
everything.
Magilla, pick up them cymbals.
We got
We've
had people throughout the years come and try to play. One guy said, "You guys need a better practice space."
Shitting on my space.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm
yo,
like-
bro.
I'm like, you're the one looking for the band. You know what I mean? Like, we've had singers come down, and I guess we're just too good. We're too cocky for the people, brother. You want to step in the room, got 18 feet. The fight.
Twisted Steel and Sex Appeal.
I want to go into gimmick mode, brother. But I want to thank you for having us on. Like, it's been awesome, and hopefully more people can hear what we do and enjoy it, and then maybe we inspire somebody. And if you want to wrestle, hit me up. I'll train you. And
You're going to get clotheslined, though. You're going to get fucked up.
yeah, you'll get hit with that Topanga Unchained power, the best power slam in the business, brother.
All right, so they are Zoo Green 6. I am Andy Scullin. This is Unsigned518. We'll see you on the road. Unsigned518 is produced and hosted by me, Andy Scullin. New episodes are available every week wherever you stream podcasts. If you'd like to help support the show, please like and subscribe wherever you are listening, or you could buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/unsigned518. If you would like to advertise on the show, send me an email at unsigned518@gmail.com. And to be a guest on the show, reach out to me through Instagram at unsigned518. Take care of one another, and I'll see you next week.